A highly respected African nurse career has been ruined and she has lost everything that she has worked for. In this nurse 12 years experience of working for the NHS, according to the NHS report, she has not had one complaint against her. This nurse has been described as caring, compassionate, and she will go out of her way to help people with a smile on her face. This nurse, her name is Jennifer. She has worked for the NHS for more than 12 years. This nurse said everything changed for her one fateful day when she came to work and she was told that she will be looking after a patient who was born a man, but he now identifies as a woman. Frank is my name for those seeing my face for the first time. If you do not want to miss out on the daily lived experience of immigrants in the diaspora, this is the place to be. There is no substitute to information. Knowledge, they say, is power. If you know anyone that works in health and social care in the diaspora, kindly ensure that they see this video, because what happened to this nurse, it can happen to anyone. Jennifer came to work that day and she was given handover. For those that work in healthcare, they understand what handover is. That's a profile that tells you the patient that you're going to be looking after that day. Jennifer said that she was told that this patient, who is about 6 foot tall, he was serving prison time for attempting to sexually abuse young children. This nurse said that she was told that this patient had catheter inserted into his penis. Those who do not understand what catheter is something, a tube that you put on the penis of somebody who is struggling to pass urine. And she was told that this patient was serving his prison time in a male prison. The nurse said after the handover, a few hours later, this patient became agitated and he was shouting and saying, "Oh, my penis is paining me, I can't pass urine." The nurse said she approached the patient with the intention of helping. The patient became restless and she said, "You know what? The best thing I'll do, let me speak to the doctor on the phone and get some advice." They pick up the phone and say, "Hello, doc. I'm looking after a patient tonight who was born a man and he now identifies as a woman. He's got catheter and this patient is in pain." And while she was talking to the doctor over the phone, the patient heard her describing him as a man, using the word he instead of she. The patient went ballistic and said, "Why are you just using the pronoun he for me when you know that I am not a woman? You should be saying she." And the patient said, "Look, I need to explain to the doctor over the phone the situation, and if I'm explaining for the doctor to be able to understand what he's going to be dealing with, I need to say he, so that he will know that you are a man, even though you want to be regarded as a female." He said the patient did not take the excuse and the patient started shouting the N-word. How would you feel if I start calling you the N-word and say black bastard and all that? A lot of things that the patient said to the woman. The woman said she tried to calm the patient down. The patient kept raising his voice and she said, "Look, I am a Christian. In my religion, we do not accept that if you are a man, as long as you were born a man, I will still address you as a man." And the patient said, "You know what? I'm going to make a formal complaint and I'm going to report you to the NMC so that you can lose your pin." For those outside the UK, NMC is the Nursing and Midwifery Regulatory Body. That's the body that regulates the conduct of nurses and midwives in the UK. The patient said she told the guy was just making a threat. As soon as she finished, she went home that day. When she came back the next day, she was called by her boss who said, "You know what, we've got a formal complaint against you by this patient and we think that what you did was wrong because you cannot be bringing your religion into your work. Whether you're a Christian or not, that's not your problem. As soon as you wear the nursing midwife, the nursing uniform, your religion is not important. You should treat people the way they want to be. If somebody wants you to call him female, you should call them female. The patient said no. The nurse said no. That is wrong because this man is still a man and is still serving in a men's prison. The nurse said she was shocked that her employer did not back her, despite the fact that they are aware that this patient called her a lot of racist term. They didn't even show any understanding that they were more concerned about treating her in a way that she considered to be unfair. She said the employer lacked empathy, and she said at the end of the day, she didn't get any backing from them, and the employer said, you know what, we're going to give you a final written warning from what you've done, because what you've done is wrong, and we think that your conduct is not in line with the code of conduct of the nursing and midwifery regulatory body. The nurse said after all this ended, she was shocked, and the issue did not end there. The employer then said, you know what, from now on, because of what you've done, you cannot do overtime again. And because of that, she couldn't earn enough money because she felt that she was being punished unduly. The nurse said a few weeks later, while all this was going on, she was thinking in her mind, oh, what's going on? I can't earn enough money because I can't do overtime because of what is happening. She then received a letter again, which was like a bombshell. Boom. She's been told that she has been reported to the Nursing and Midwifery Council because she is transphobic. The nurse said she couldn't believe. Some people have said that this nurse, what she did is wrong. That as a nurse, it doesn't matter whether you are a Christian or Muslim, that your religion, the moment you wear your nursing uniform, you should throw away your religious belief. And the most important thing that should guide your practice is the Nursing and Midwifery Code of Conduct. While some people have said the NHS has gone bonkers, that this is gender ideology pushed too far, that this man that this man is a pedophile, someone who sexually abused young boys, and this guy, he did the most horrible thing. He went on a dating site pretending to be a girl, knowing full well that he's a man, and he end up abusing these young boys. That this man, what he has done, he should be the one that should be treated harshly because he was rude to this nurse, and the way he was using racial slur, that this nurse is the victim. Why is the man being treated as the victim? This matter now has gone to the point where this nurse, Jennifer, she has lost her livelihood. Her career has been ruined. She's facing a lot of disciplinary issue from the Nursing and Midwifery Council, who have said to her wholeheartedly that her conduct is not acceptable as a nurse. What is your view? Do you think the nurse is wrong? Do you think that what she did is right? Let me know what your views are. Do you know anyone who works as a nurse or in the health care profession abroad? Make sure they see this video, because what happened to this nurse, it can happen to a lot of people. This nurse is saying that her career has been ruined. Her dream has always been to come to the UK as work as a nurse. Now if she ends up losing her nursing pin, if she ends up returning back to her own country, which is she's not planning to return back to her own country, if she's struck off the nursing register in the UK, it means that she will not be able to work as a nurse abroad. Do you think that this nurse conduct is right, or you think that what she did is absolutely wrong because she has allowed her religious belief to cloud her objectivity as a nurse, because she should not be discriminating against this person who wants to be called a woman, whereas this nurse is very, very clear saying that this is a man who is serving in a man's prison. Why would I say she when I know that you are a man serving in a man's jail? What is your view? Do you have any sympathy for our sister Jennifer, or you think that Jennifer is a victim? Since you've enjoyed this video, why don't you watch the video of another African nurse who was recently struck off the nursing registry, whose career is now ruined. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Make sure you share this video with anyone that you know works in the nursing profession. Don't forget to give it a like so that more people from our community can see it.